Kick it.
Welcome into the Slimers of Amherst Game of the Week. We are live from the Bird Cage at Brookside High School as the Open Door Patriots come to town to take on the Brookside Cardinals. I'm Dave Rivera, and I'll be joined alongside Don Vincent on the call with me tonight. Glad you're listening in on 107.7 FM, AM 1320, and streaming on WOBLradio.com. We've got a great matchup in store for you today as Open Door comes to town with a record of 11-9, 1-1 in conference, and they just took on one of the top teams in the state, Emmanuel Christian. They lost 90-79, but Coach Januzzi was very impressed with his team. The Open Door Patriots have played one of the toughest schedules in the state in Division IV, and they come in with that 11-9 record, but nothing to hang their hats on, as before that they were able to beat Akron North as well as Campus International out in Cleveland. As far as Brookside goes, well, they just cut down the nets for the first time in 30 years as they beat Wellington to clinch at least a share of the Lorain County 8-League Championship. They beat Wellington by a score of 81-60, and then the game before they took on Oberlin and they also won 69-63. So this game is a big test because it's a non-conference game. They still have one more, each team both with one more game before they head into the tournaments. The draw has already been announced and their opponent has already been decided. Don Vincent, you joined me on the call.
Yeah.
What is your take on these teams? It's going to be your first time watching each one of these teams this year.
And the thing, I guess, let's start with Open Door, really quickly. Do not be confused by that record. Do not be. This is a very good ball club. If the only thing that you can look at is the number of points they put up versus the number of points they give up. You're looking at a squad that puts up about 67 points a ball game. That's a solid number, especially coming out of a small school. They're always, and remember, most of the time they're playing up. You talked about the difficulty in their record. They've only played 2 conference games. Yeah. So the intent here for Coach Alan Januzzi and the rest of the folks at Open Door is let's play up, let's get ourselves ready for a good postseason run. This Brookside Cardinals team is something special in Sheffield Lake. It's been a long time. It's been a really long
30
time.
years.
Yeah, since you've seen this kind of production from a club. So there's a lot of excitement here about this basketball club. There should be a lot of excitement tonight as well because there's another big goal that's kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, there's another storyline here in this game as Avery Young, the senior for Brookside, is chasing the 1,000-point mark in his career. He is at 975, needs just 25 points to make history here at Brookside. Last guy to do it was back in 2013. And we're going to talk and see if Avery's able to break that record tonight. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll dive into our starting lineups. We'll get into our Coach's Corner presented by TMBA. Don and I will talk and we'll discuss this game and get you right up to tip-off. We got 5 minutes to go before the action starts. You're listening to the Slimans of Amherst Game of the Week on WOBL. Welcome into the Slimans of Amherst Game of the Week. Tonight, we're in the Bird Cage as the Open Door Patriots take on the Brookside Cardinals. Joining me in the Coach's Corner, presented by TMBA, the National Basketball Academy in Avon, is the head coach of the Brookside Cardinals, Larry Babbicks. Coach, thanks for joining us. How you doing?
Great, just ready to play another game, so we're excited.
So you guys have been playing pretty well. You guys came off a big victory on Saturday, cutting down the nets for the first time in 30 years. So let's start there, Coach. How was that feeling on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, proud of the kids. It's been a struggle, obviously, like you said. It's been 32 years since we won the conference, and to do it this quickly after year 2, it's pretty impressive. And again, we have really good kids, obviously talented guys, and they put a lot of work in. So, I'm just happy for them. They're the ones that got to do all the work, the lifting, the running, dealing with me, dealing with our coaches. So again, it was a really cool night for both communities, Sheffield Lake, Sheffield Village. So
you guys got the tournament draw last Saturday. Who are you guys taking on, and how do you feel about the draw?
We like the draw. I mean, Keystone's coming here to play. We both got byes, so it'll be a sectional final game. We've had 2 good games with them. Again, another conference rival, and our kids and their kids will both be excited. Conference team, Friday night, it'll be a packed gym, and one of us will get to go play in the districts. So we're both looking forward to it.
Scout Al Januzzi coming back to Open Door for his first year, his second stint, but a coach you're familiar with, so scout his team and how they've been so far.
Alan's teams, obviously, they're always well coached. I mean, we go back since, he was at Lutheran West, Firelands, now back at Open Door. They want to get up and down like we do. They got size. They can really shoot it. His son, obviously, is a heck of a point guard. So we're going to have our hands full. They're 8 deep. We play 9-10. It should be a really fun game, high scoring, I think. We both want to run and shoot, so it should be a really good game tonight.
Avery Young is 25 points away from 1,000 for his career. Talk about him. I know he doesn't get as much praise as he probably should, but the guy is just phenomenal this season.
Yeah, I mean, Avery's he's our engine. He's our best player. I'm biased, but I think he's our best player in the conference, best player in the county. He's played great all year. It's great for him. It'll be great for his teammates if he gets it at whatever point, gets his 1,000 points. But we kind of go as Avery goes. So if Avery's doing his thing like he usually does on offense, we're usually doing pretty good. But again, couldn't happen to a better kid if he, when he gets it. Hopefully it's tonight. If not, Friday night over at Black River.
Nolan Wechter also chasing history right now. A few three-pointers short from the Lorain County record. Talk about the sophomore, and he always has a green light with you, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, Nolan's, again, we're talking about one of the best shooters in the county. He's no hesitation. He doesn't worry if he misses 3 or 4 in a row. He's going to keep shooting them. It's unfortunate he missed 2 games due to sickness because, he'd be even a little closer to that record. But last two games, he's made 14 of them. So, it will take 7 every night if he can do it. But, again, Nolan spaces the floor really well for us. And the thing I'm happy with Nolan is just the fact that his defense has really improved from his freshman year to his sophomore year.
What are some keys to victory tonight?
We got to limit them a little bit, the easy baskets, because we're going to be pressing all night. And again, they got good decision makers, and they're going to bury threes in, against that press. Brooks' kid will probably have a couple dunks tonight. So we just got to limit enough of the easy ones, and we got to shoot at a pretty good percentage tonight because they're going to score.
Coach, good luck, and we hope to talk to you in the postgame.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Head coach of the Brookside Cardinals, Larry Babix, joining us in our Coach's Corner, presented by TNBA, the National Basketball Academy in Avon. More Slimans of Amherst Game of the Week continues next on WOBL. Welcome back to the Slimans of Amherst Game of the Week. We're in the Coach's Corner, presented by TNBA, the National Basketball Academy in Avon. Joining me in the Coach's Corner is the head coach of the Open Door Patriots, Mr. Al Januzzi. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. How you feeling tonight?
Feeling good. Looking forward to a great game.
You guys are coming off a tough loss against a tough Emmanuel Christian team. Tell us a little about that game. You guys took them down and only lost by a few.
Yeah, we played great. Emmanuel Christian is their back up to 5th in the state in Division III. They've got Jerry Easter, who is one of the best players in the country as a sophomore. So going in, we knew we had a tough task, but we came out. We're up 31-23 at the end of the first quarter, down 6 with a couple minutes left, and really competed extremely well and battled. Our guys, they're not afraid of anything. They'll go compete with anybody, and they demonstrated that last Saturday.
How's the health of the team? Last time we talked, Julius Moon was just coming back from sickness. How's the team's health? How's the spirits? Everybody getting ready for tournament time?
Yeah, no, they're great. Kids are great. They've been practicing great. We're all healthy. The energy level is good. Confidence is good. So looking forward to seeing how they come out and perform tonight.
Who did you guys get in your tournament draw, and when do you guys play?
So we were the 18th seed. We took potentially 2 home games. We play next Tuesday at home against Hillsdale. And if we are fortunate enough to beat them, we'd have a second home game that following Friday against the winner of Seabird McKinley and Mapleton. And then if we won that, which would be a sectional championship, which would be a great accomplishment for this group, we'd have to go play in Norton, Richmond Heights.
How are you feeling about tonight's game? And a coach that you're familiar with, being in the Lorain County 8 League, scout the Brookside Cardinals for us tonight.
So Larry and I have been coaching together against each other for a long time.
Yeah.
We had some battles when I was at Lutheran West and he was at Columbia. We had some great games, a lot of good memories. So, it's real simple. Larry's philosophy is we're going to come down, we're going to get a shot up, we're going to shoot a lot of threes, we're going to pressure you, So, and they got guys who can do that. They have athletes. They have one of the best point guards in the area, Avery Young, who can run the show. So basically, the keys are, number one, you gotta break pressure and not turn the ball over. And then you have to be disciplined enough to either take a layup or a wide open shot or get the ball out and be patient in the half court. So they want to run you ragged. They want to get you up and down. And if you watch their scores and you watch their games, a lot of times they're down early and they wear teams down and they end up winning in the end. So Larry's done a great job. I'd love to play for him. It'd be a fun way to play. I don't know that I could coach that way, but it should be a lot of fun.
Offensively, you have a lot of guys chipping in. Last time we seen you was R.J. Penny, who was our player of the game. Talk a little bit about R.J. and the supporting cast, along with Anthony Januzzi as well.
Yeah, R.J.'s been playing well. He can score. He can shoot the ball, and our guys are good at getting it to him. Ant had 26 against Emmanuel Christian. He's averaging 16.8 a game. R.J.'s 16. Julius is averaging 12.6. Aaron Petit, 9.5, and Caleb Brooks, 7.2. So we can score the basketball. There's no doubt about that. We have guys that can shoot and that can score. Our issue is going to be, defending. Can we defend and can we rebound the ball? And if we can do that, then I think we have a good shot tonight.
Last question, how do you slow down Avery Young, a kid coming in averaging over 20 points a game?
Well, I think you got to keep him on the perimeter because he's extremely good getting to the basket. I mean, he can shoot the three, but I'd rather have him shooting threes than I would have him, penetrating the basket. So.
All right, Coach. We're live from the Coach's Corner. We're here in the locker room. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're running nice to tip off the WOBL Game of the Week here on WOBL Radio.
Sponsored by our friend Steve Vega. And his record might be getting shattered this year as well, Don, as Nolan Wechter is chasing Steve Vega's record for the most three-pointers made in a season.
Steve could put him up. Let me tell you, I remember the end of his career.
Nolan's missed 2 games due to sickness this year, but I believe he trails Steve by 36 three-pointers, and he's got 3 more games to do it. So they're hoping that maybe that can be something to look forward to. But tonight's game is a big one because Open Door brings a very balanced offensive tack. And it's led by the coach's son, Anthony Januzzi, who comes in with 17 points per game.
Yeah, see, you should never be surprised when a coach's son does the fundamentals well. They shoot good free throws, they get good assists, they play the court really well. But when you put that together with a kid that can throw the ball up and score, it's a special combination, right? And I think that's part of the trick here for Open Door. It's also going to be one of the focuses defensively for Brookside. It has to be. I mean, there are no surprises. We're what, game 21 of 22? Everybody knows everybody else. Everybody knows the tendencies and kind of what it brings to the game. So I don't think there'll be any surprise that Brookside's going to pay attention to young Mr. Januzzi. Excuse me, I'm getting all choked up. But it's, I think that's also the chess game that makes it fun for the coaches.
And we'll take a look at the starting lineups courtesy of our friend Brian Victor of Howard Hanna. Brian says, enjoy the game.
Anthony Januzzi, junior, point guard.
I'm R.J. Penny. I'm in 11th grade and I'm a shooting guard. I'm Julius Moon. I'm in 11th grade and I'm a forward.
Aaron Petit, 11th grade, small forward.
Caleb Brooks, senior forward.
Avery Young, 12th grade, point guard.
I'm Marcus Frazier, 12th grade, point guard.
It's Nolan Wechter, sophomore, guard.
Aiden McLaughlin, 11th grade, power forward, center.
Patrick Sheehan, senior, center.
Nolan Wechter, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 17 points per game and 3 rebounds. Aiden McLaughlin, a 5'11 junior, averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Cardinals, 6'3 senior Patrick Sheehan, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds per game.
By the way, I want to let everybody know, and if you're catching the stream, you might have heard a little bit of a redundancy there in terms of the starting lineups. Apologize for that. We're trying to time some things up. Really we're excited about our stream tonight, man.
OhioSportsNet, we want to thank Duke as well as Kyle Goodwin for getting us all set up here today. Hoping that we can get a very good stream going for everybody, and I hope everybody enjoys this broadcast. Might be something in the future for WOBL.
Yeah, we'll see how things go tonight. We'll judge the response such as it is, and see if we have some fun and the guys have some fun, because that's kind of critical of this. If it's high school sports, it better be fun, right?
And we've got a packed house here at the bird cages. We've got all the little junior Cardinals here, the basketball teams. Got to talk to one of our colleagues, Brian DeVito, who does the football commentary for OBL. He's actually a coach here for the Cardinals, so he came up and said hello.
It's good to see him.
They're going to pause for a moment of silence here at the bird cage.
John Hunter, who passed away last Thursday. Bear Hunter has always been a big supporter of all of our sports teams and student athletes, and we ask that you join us in a moment of silence as we show our support for Bear Hunter and the entire Hunter family at their time of loss. Board of Directors, Commissioner, and staff of the Ohio Baseball.
So we did a moment of silence for Mayor John Hunter's wife from Sheffield Lake, who had just passed away. And we send our condolences from the station as they get ready for the national anthem.
How about the pep band?
Oh, yeah. And then when the bands are always in the gym, it's just, the environment is just deafening.
Oh, yeah.
You could barely hear anything.
There are moments that you cannot hear anything. And you mentioned the fact that we've got the junior Cardinals on site today. We're kind of getting a look at them along the sideline as we get to the point where we're going to introduce the starting lineups. This is the part, and you remember, you were an athlete, you played football, you played baseball, right? This is that moment when you're just, the adrenaline starts going, the hairs on your arm start standing up, and it's just like, okay, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, a lot of excitement and a lot of things to play for, as we talked about Avery Young chasing 1,000 career points, and as far as Open Door trying to get back on the winning track. So both of these teams are anxious and excited to get things going here tonight.
Well, and we talked a little bit about Avery. I think it's probably fair and just that we acknowledge the fact that Avery worked with us during football season. He was an intern with our crew on WDLW. He was there every week. Yep. He actually had to put a headset on one week, which wasn't in his contract, but he handled it and did very well. So he's a guy that's kind of close to us and a guy that we've been kind of keeping our eye on all season long. So we certainly want to acknowledge the fact that we know Avery.
Yeah.
We know him pretty well.
Yeah, Avery helped us out all football season, and just a phenomenal athlete, great character of a person, and hopefully he can make some history tonight. And it's going to be a great game as they're getting ready to introduce now the starting lineups for you as they're getting Open Door, the visiting Open Door Patriots in their blue uniforms with the white trim. And they've got a little bit of a size advantage with Caleb Brooks, who comes in at 6'6". The last couple times I've seen him, he's been in foul trouble. So he hasn't really been able to put his mark on the game. But I think that's something to keep an eye on tonight, because Open Door will have a little bit of a height advantage.
Well, I think you've got to look at him, posting and featuring and being strong on the blocks, flashing out when it's appropriate or going high when it's appropriate. But he's got to focus on ball security once he gets the ball low, because they're going to be swiping at, they're going to be bumping him, they're going to try to move him off the block. So that's going to be part of his challenge tonight. And then, the next part of that, with a big, you've got to make sure that your entry passes to him are in the right place. If you're throwing the ball at his knees, guess what's going to happen? Only bad things, and the ball's going to end up going the other way. But this is clearly, as they're introducing the junior Cardinals now, or at least the teams. It's part of the game that you have to learn, and that's where, with a coach's son, playing the point and running the show, all right, those are the things that they're probably talking about on the driveway basket, the driveway court, going back several years. This is how you do an entry pass to a big guy. This is how you want to move it across the court. This is how you want to control tempo. And all of that kind of comes into a game like this tonight where you've got that challenge. And don't forget, if Caleb takes a seat, you've got a guy like Austin Board, who's 6'5" as a senior, right behind him.
And as far as the other side, Brookside, they're in their home whites with the red letters and numbers. And as far as the height goes for them, they have Patrick Sheehan at 6'3", but besides that, they're pretty short after him. So Brookside likes to play a lot of different guys, which I think is an advantage for them tonight, because I don't think Coach Januzzi's bench is that deep compared to what Coach Babbitt's like to do with the 5 in and 5 out.
Well, in Coach Babbitt's, and I've kind of talked with you guys about this over time, he's a Lorraine guy. He's that get out and run. He's that edge defense. Push the turnover, get it in transition, play that way. And you've got to have depth in order to play that way. And there are times when you even mix your talent. So there might be a guy that's good enough to start.
Yeah.
But you sit him to start the game, and you bring him in with that first wave of substitutes. So it's a matter of kind of managing the talent, managing the bodies, managing the speed. And the speed, it's 100%.
Right.
It's got to be.
And we've seen that all this year, as there's been different combinations from Brookside as to who's starting and who's not. But they're all going to play, as Coach Babbitt likes to substitute, usually every few minutes. As Caleb Brooks is set to jump it for Open Door in the middle, he's going to be joined by Patrick Sheehan. And Open Door is going to be going towards your right-hand side of the dial. And Brookside is going towards the left-hand side of the dial.
I've got a little bit of an issue here. One of the Brookside players going up into the stands. So I don't think that's going to slow us down. Maybe that's a JV player. Interesting. Okay, let's go for it.
As we got the jump, and it's won by Brookside. Avery Young controls the ball for the Cardinals, gets it onto the right wing to Marcus Frazier. Nothing there. Frazier passes it back to Avery Young. Oh boy, three-pointers right. First one to get things going.
Well, we kind of assumed that they'd give him the opportunity early to kind of take a couple looks at it, and that's exactly what we saw in the first possession.
Here comes the Patriots, and that is Aaron Petit pushing the ball up the court. Baseline jumper from Julius Moon's no good, controlled by Marcus Frazier. Long outlet pass ahead to Nolan Wechter's intercepted by Januzzi. Januzzi with numbers, stops, pops from 3, it's no good. And rebound is controlled by the Cardinals. Here comes Nolan Wechter. He's got Ada McLaughlin on his right. He turns a fadeaway jumper. It's no good. Rebound controlled there by Caleb Brooks and Open Door.
You saw Brooks just being in the right place at the right time, kind of read that shot, stayed in the middle of the lane, gave himself the opportunity to pull down Open Door's first rebound of the ball game.
So it's 3-0 in favor of Brookside, and Open Door has the ball trailing. Caleb Brooks with it, working on the right wing against the smaller Nolan Wechter. Almost got called for a foul. Instead passes it to Julius Moon. Moon got called for the travel.
Yeah, that's an unforced error on the Patriots. And you saw what I think you saw there, David, was the Brookside defense getting up in and, not staying at arm's length, but actually kind of coming inside that arm's length and causing a little bit of havoc defensively.
So Brookside has the ball now. They swing it up top to Nolan Wechter for 3, rolls in and out. Rebound corralled by Julius Moon of Open Door. And then Moon gets called for a double dribble. On the baseline, it's going to be a turnover in favor of Brookside.
Those are the errors that will drive a coach absolutely nuts. I was going to say it make Coach Januzzi look like my hairline, but he's already kind of close.
Inbound goes to Nolan Wechter, and it's a 3. So 2 3-pointers for the Brookside Cardinals, and it's 6-0.
Cardinals have green light all night long. If they're not going to get that in transition, if they can take the look outside, count on them throwing it up.
Caleb Brooks now bringing the ball up for Open Door and then passes it back to Anthony Januzzi. Januzzi being checked by Frazier at the top of the key. Takes a screen from Brooks, doesn't use it, gives it to Aaron Petit. Petit now gives it to RJ Penny at the top of the key, working against Marcus Frazier. Penny now passing it to Anthony Januzzi. Januzzi being guarded by the taller Patrick Sheehan. This is a little bit of a mismatch here, Don.
And it's also a good stand here defensively.
Ball
Cardinals.
Ball goes in the corner to Caleb Brooks. Nice defensive play there by Brookside as they're switching on everything. Try to get a pass down low to Julius Moon. It's intercepted by Patrick Sheehan, and we have our first foul of the night. It's going to be on Anthony Januzzi. He's going to pick up his first, team's first, and ball's going to belong to Brookside.
I think this is what you can look for all night long from Brookside. You know, I talked about the distance they're maintaining defensively, jumping the passing lanes. Interesting that they're switching on the picks high. We'll have to keep an eye and see if they continue that.
Avery Young takes it strong off the right-hand side. Looked to draw a foul there, but didn't get it. Here comes open door as Caleb Brooks takes the long three. It's no good, controlled by Brookside. Marcus Frazier, long outlet pass up ahead. Jump stop from Aiden McLaughlin. He thought Caleb Brooks was going to block it, so smart move there by McLaughlin.
Like the jump stop, it's a power move. You get both those feet on the ground, absorb contact, go up strong.
It's a quick 8-0 run now for Brookside as open door still looking for their first point of the night. RJ Penny swings it in the corner to Aaron Petit. Petit driving baseline, nice spin move, and it's not going to fall. Rebound controlled by Brookside and Avery Young. Up ahead to Wechter. Wechter to Marcus Frazier, drives baseline. It's good.
Got to be a timeout. Yep, there it is.
And we got a timeout called by Coach Januzzi. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll be back here on WOBL in 60 seconds.
All the winter sports athletes this season.
Whether you're buying or selling, call Brian Victor with Howard Hanna, 440-728-7535. That's 728-7535.
After the timeout, Don, you noticed not a lot of second chance opportunities for each team.
None. Zero offensive rebounds thus far in the ball game. So it's something to kind of keep your eye on in terms of how this game's going to progress. Interesting here that open door came out. They got a 1-2-2 press break here, so look for them to get a screen high, screen off, big guy in the middle, and move up that way.
Isaiah Ray checks in for the Patriots. Aaron Petit has a seat for the Cardinals. Ben Montgomery checks in. Brandon Sharp checks in as well.
Oh, boy.
And we have a miscommunication as Januzzi tosses it in to Caleb Brooks, and Brooks thought he was going one way, he went the other. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that's not a good look coming off a full timeout where you set that break up.
Inbound, Avery Young, the inbounder, gets it into Brandon Sharp at the top of the key, being guarded by Caleb Brooks. They're going to swing it to the left wing for Avery Young's three-point attempt. It's no good. Controlled by Anthony Januzzi. Januzzi being double-teamed and wisely gets it out ahead to Julius Moon. Now more pressure being applied here by the Cardinals. Moon finally gets it up over the half court. Going to take it himself. Coast to coast, Julius Moon for two.
That is not the way you draw up a press break, but hey, it worked, and you got your first points of the ball game.
A lot of work there for Julius Moon to get those two, as Avery Young now has the ball working against Isaiah Ray, against open door, spin move, turnaround, stops and pops off the bank. I guess the bank's open, off the glass.
Oh my, that was a college-level move.
Avery Young now with 5 points on the night. It's 12-2 in favor of the Brookside Cardinals here in this first quarter. RJ Penny gets the ball up ahead, working against Ben Montgomery. Gets into the lane, stops and pops, and it's good for RJ Penny.
His first basket of the evening. Nice job getting the ball inside, being solid in the paint.
12-4 in favor of Brookside. Avery going strong to the basket. It's blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Cardinals. Checking in for open door is Nolan Rack. Checking in for the Cardinals, Jaden Nazario, Shalom Simpson.
And I think that parade of guys in and out of the ball game is just going to continue. There's a good-looking three.
Inbound goes to Brandon Sharp. His three-pointer is no good. Rebound controlled by Open Door as Januzzi's pushing the tempo for the Patriots. And they're trying to double Januzzi every time he gets the ball. And that left Nolan Rack open. Fortunately, he wasn't looking for the ball. Turnover number 5 for Open Door.
And that's 1 a minute. You got 3:07 remaining here in this first quarter. So that is not a good stat.
12-4 in favor of Brookside as the Cardinals get the ball over half court. That's Marcus Frazier working against Anthony Januzzi, and he takes it to the basket. It's no good, but he's going to the line. Our first trip to the Farmers Insurance line. We remind you, Deb Zerbini's your local Farmers Insurance agent in Elyria.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
So Brooks picks up his first. That's the team's second foul. It's going to send Marcus Frazier to the line. His first shot is up and good. So Marcus now with 3 points on the night. 13-4 in favor of Brookside.
That's an uncomfortable number if you're Al Januzzi right now.
Second one is good as well for Marcus. 14-4, back to a 10-point lead. Rack gets it in to Caleb Brooks. Brooks ahead to Isaiah Ray. Ray being double teamed by Shalom Simpson. And that's going to be intercepted. Turnover. Here comes Brookside. Marcus Frazier with another layup. Now with 6 points on the night. 16-4 in favor of Brookside. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Well, thus far, it's been pretty much all Brookside. Really, Open Door's got to stop the bleeding. Hey, almost a takeaway there, but just tipped out of bounds. Open Door needs to do one thing. It's run this possession well. And then after this one, run the next possession. It's got to get down to that level of thought for these guys.
Stack one possession on top of each other.
That's it.
As Julius Moon checks back in for Open Door to try to give him some offense, down 16-4. Moon working against Marcus Frazier, and he's going to pick up the foul as Frazier got him on the ground.
Frazier's first team first. Not a ton of fouls in the ball game.
The tempo has been really fast in favor of Brookside. I think Open Door wants to slow things down a little bit. They just haven't been able to. They're getting trapped on every wing pass. And we have a foul away from the basket as Julius Moon gets called for the illegal screen.
And that's just being a little bit aggressive against a very physical team. And it's one of those traps you kind of fall into. Because, we talked about it. We talked about how close Brookside is getting defensively. So if they're playing defensively and I just want to get some separation, the easiest way to do it is just kind of get a little bit of push. And you can get that right up until the point that you extend.
Brandon Sharp brings the ball up court for Brookside. His three-pointer's no good. Januzzi tried to save it. Unfortunately, he stepped on the line, so it's going to stay here with Brookside.
Believe it or not, that's the first it's a team offensive rebound. First offensive rebound of the game.
Montgomery, the inbounder, gets it into Frazier, being checked by Januzzi. Swing pass to Jaden Nazario at the top of the key, misses everything. Aaron Petit checks in for Open Door. And it's funny because Jaden Nazario had 24 points earlier in the JV game.
He's tired. I wonder how many quarters he got in. He's got to have at least a couple.
Yeah, he only played the first half.
Okay.
And I know that because I seen his dad as his dad was walking out. So here goes the action here at Brookside. Open Door trailing with the ball. Julius Moon, nice take to the rack. And he's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2.
It was a solid take off the left wing.
Brandon Sharp's going to pick up the foul.
And one of the tricks to that is you make sure while you're on your way that you continue your progress to a point. Don't alter because you're getting bumped. Stay on that line. That'll get you the call a lot quicker.
Julius Moon at the line for 2. His first one is pure. Only 2 guys have scored so far for Open Door.
Yeah.
Julius is one of them. And the other is R.J. Penny. And second free throw attempt is good. cuts it back to that 10-point lead, 16-6 still here in the first quarter with under 2 minutes to go. That's way too easy as Brandon Sharp goes around Julius Moon for 2.
And you mentioned that 10-point difference. That is a solid number for Open Door to shoot for with a minute and a half left in this first quarter.
Aaron Petit passes it to the wing. That's R.J. Penny's three-pointer's no good. Long rebound controlled by Frazier. Fast break to Shalom Simpson. Rolled in and out controlled by Caleb Brooks. A minute and 28 to go here in this first quarter. No look pass from Januzzi. Too much sauce on it. Petit can't handle it. It's going to be a turnover in favor of Brookside. We've got some new Cardinals in. Pat Sheehan checks in. Ada McLaughlin, as well as Wechter. And then we have Lincoln Barnhart checking in as well to go along with Avery Young.
Burn out this last 1:20 remaining in the first quarter. And Brookside's clearly, they want to extend that 12-point lead if they can.
Avery working against the taller Brooks, is shut off baseline. Now passes it out to Sheehan for 3. It's no good. Avery Young with the rebound finds Nolan Wechter on the right wing for 3. No good. Corralled by Caleb Brooks. Here comes Open Door with a minute to go. Up ahead to Januzzi on the right wing. He's going to pull it out with under a minute to go here. 52 seconds left, working out against Barnhart. Now gives it to R.J. Penny. Penny's shot in the lane's no good. Controlled by McLaughlin. Here comes Brookside with 42 seconds left to go. Wechter stops and pops and pulls it for 3. His second of the night. It's 21-6 now. As we have 32 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Aaron Petit, coast to coast, misses everything. McLaughlin corrals it. Here comes Avery, 24 seconds left. Up ahead to Barnhart. Barnhart driving, and his shot is blocked by Brooks. 18 seconds left to go. An Open Door will look to have the final shot here. Trailing 21-6. Januzzi being checked by Barnhart. 7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4. Januzzi pulls it from 3. No good. Rebound is batted around, and that's how it's going to end. In favor of the Brookside Cardinals, exploding in that first quarter. 21-6 after the first 8 minutes of play. You're listening to the Slimans of Amherst Game of the Week here on WOBL.
The National Basketball Academy is a professional basketball training organization designed to develop aspiring basketball players. We offer year-round skill development for individuals or teams looking to take their game to the next level. Join TNBA Cleveland today at tnbabasketball.com.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers. From healthcare to manufacturing to technology, companies turn to LCCC to find the talent they need. Graduates land jobs they love. Our economy grows. Our region thrives. You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Always here, always ready. Enroll today.
After the first quarter, it's 21-6 in favor of Brookside, Don. Fast, furious action there in that first quarter.
Yeah, and again, one of the things that we pointed out, and I think this is going to be critical, very few second chance point opportunities. Only 2 offensive rebounds. Both of those belong to Brookside. They scored off of one of them. 2 big block shots for the Patriots, so, and both of those by Caleb Brooks.
And Open Door's got to get something going offensively. They need to slow things down as Brookside's forcing the tempo with that high-intensity defensive trap. And only 2 Patriots have scored so far, that being R.J. Penny and Julius Moon. Got to get a few other guys involved as Moon's pass down low to Isaiah Ray is out of bounds. Another turnover.
Yeah, add that one to the 7 from the first quarter, and you've got a total of 8. So literally, it's almost a turnover per minute. That's not going to get you very far in a varsity basketball game.
And especially not against the LC8 champs here as the Brookside Cardinals have the ball and the lead. Avery Young takes it all the way to the basket with a nice spin, converts for 2.
And if you're watching the stream, you'll see the countdown, or the count up, rather. He's not very far away from a really big number.
He's getting closer to that 1,000 career point. As now Anthony Januzzi has the ball for Open Door. They trail 23-6. Januzzi's prayers were answered as he throws it off the glass and banks it in. And right away, Brookside comes back as Wechter is going to get the ball and fire for three. Nolan's got his third three of the night. When he gets going, look out. It's 26-8 now.
He's shooting 50% from outside the arc. 3 of 6. That's solid.
Januzzi being double teamed up ahead to Brooks. Brooks is going to pull from 3. It rolls in and out, controlled by Pat Sheehan. Up ahead to Wechter. Wechter? I don't know about that, but he gets fouled by Caleb Brooks. It didn't look like that much of a, as both the guys were going for the ball, but Brooks is going to pick up his second foul. And there goes back to that, what I talked about in the pregame, Brooks always being in foul trouble early on.
Yeah, he's got to get smart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got. Brooks needs to come off. He wasn't ready to.
Brooks comes off because Nate Otero checked in. As he picks his second foul, Coach Januzzi's going to have a talk with him and tell him to get under control. As Don was saying, look out, here comes Wechter. Oh boy, almost banked that one in from the top of the key. It's no good. Here comes Januzzi looking for some help. Otero gets the ball up ahead now with numbers. Thought about taking it inside, pulls it out. Should have probably attacked.
Yes, agreed.
Isaiah Moon now has the ball, gives it to R.J. Penny. Here comes that trap to the wing. They're going to get it out if they can. Right there's a cutting Anthony Januzzi for 2.
Januzzi's got a good court sense, and he's probably the calmest player on the court.
Aiden McLaughlin's reverse layup is no good, but he's fouled. It's going to be on Nate Otero, his first. It's going to be the team's 5th. It's going to send Aiden McLaughlin to our Farmers Insurance free throw line for 2.
Both teams shooting pretty well from the free throw line thus far in the ball game.
As Aiden continues that streak, as his shot is good. Aiden now with 3 points on the night. Extends this lead to 27-10 in the second quarter. And second one, just a little bit short, rolls in and out. No good. Here comes Januzzi now with the ball, working against Frazier. Going to give it out to Nate Otero on the right wing. Otero passes it to Petit, and Petit's going to swing the ball to Januzzi. So Open Door looking to run some half-court offense here, take a little bit of time off the clock. Petit now with the ball left wing, drives baseline, tried to get it to Isaiah Ray. Ray couldn't handle it. It's another turnover out of bounds.
Yeah, you've got a big guy posting up. You can't throw the ball at his knees. You just can't. It's not going to work. You got to get that up.
Julius Moon checks in for Isaiah Ray. Brandon Sharp checks in for Aiden McLaughlin. Pat Sheehan, the inbounder for Brookside as we get things going. 27-10 in favor of the Cardinals with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Avery pulls it up for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Julius Moon. Moon gets it up. Long outlet pass to Januzzi. Januzzi's going to take it himself. Thought about maybe passing it and maybe should have as Januzzi misses it. Wechter, Nolan for 3. No good. Rebound, Marcus Frazier. Layup is good. Marcus Frazier's having himself quite a night now with 8 points for the Cardinals. Him and Wechter are pacing everyone.
A very rare offensive rebound, second chance point opportunity, get that knocked down.
R.J. Penny now being trapped by the Cardinals. That gets it up to Julius Moon. Moon's floater in the lane is in and out. Petit battling down low, gets it back to Julius Moon. Spin move off the glass is good. 29-12 Brookside. Avery pushing it against RJ. Takes it off that right-hand side. He's a lefty. Still was able to make it.
Yeah, you got to know a lefty's a lefty. You got to know where to put your hand up.
Avery now with 9 points on the night. And Anthony Januzzi is being checked to the top of the key by Brandon Sharp. Gives it up to R.J. Penny in that wing. They're trapping, so R.J.'s got to do something. Drives to the lane. Smart move as he takes it off the glass for 2. 31-14. As the long outlet pass intended for Sharp is out of bounds. Going to turnover, goes to Open Door.
That's only Brookside's second turnover of the ballgame. One in the first quarter, now one and halfway through this second quarter. Get more subs coming in. They'll keep that flow going.
They've been doing a 4 in and 4 out and leaving Avery in as Montgomery comes in, Nazario, Barnhart, and Shalom. Nate Otero handles the ball for Open Door here. And he gives it up to Anthony Januzzi now. being checked by Montgomery. Now back up top to Nate Otero. They're going to slow things down, give it back to Januzzi at the top of the key. Januzzi being guarded by Barnhart. Now going to kick it to the left elbow. That's Julius Moon. Drives. Nice pass down low. Januzzi thought he was fouled, but it's going to go out of bounds. It will stay here with Open Door.
I'm looking at the defense that Brookside's playing. It's close to an old school run and jump, which doesn't surprise. So, one guy's going to come out, then you're going to get the switch off the weak side, then you're going to jump at that guy. It's fun to watch.
Januzzi gets the three-point attempt. His shot is no good. It's going to go out of bounds in favor of Brookside. So 31-14 with 3.5 minutes to go here. Stick around for our Murner Law halftime show. We win, you win, get paid. We'll go over numbers courtesy of our friend Al Januzzi, CPA. It's all about the numbers.
Some numbers he's not necessarily going to like, I think.
Barnhart with the ball for Brookside as they turn it over here in the second quarter. Open Door now has possession. Januzzi down low to Caleb Brooks, who's back into the ball game, working against a smaller Ben Montgomery. Posted him up. Ball didn't go in, but he's going to go to the line for two.
And that is a tough place for Ben Montgomery. Number one, he's guarding a bigger guy. Number two, he's, Brooks is backing in and he's kind of jostling a little bit. And regardless of what you do defensively, you're going to know win.
Ben's 5'9". Caleb is 6'6", as Caleb is able to use that height advantage and knock down that first free throw attempt as well. It's his first point of the night. It's 35-15. Second one short, no good. Shalom Simpson has it for Brookside. They're getting up the court very fast as Shalom pushes the tempo, and Caleb Brooks picks up his third foul.
Yeah, that can't happen, especially that far away from the basket. It's team foul number 6. So for the final 3 minutes, Brookside's going to be in the bonus.
We got a substitution. Nolan Rack checks in. Isaiah Ray checks in for Open Door. Same group still out there for Brookside. Inbound goes to Marcus Frazier. Frazier puts it on the ground, drives, and scores for two. 33-15. Frazier with 10 points on the night.
Frazier's having a heck of a night shooting.
Sure
I'm not going to tell you how good it is because I jinx him.
No. Otero gets it up to Julius Moon. Julius' turnaround jumper is good. Julius leading Open Door now with 8 points. 33-17 in favor of Brookside. Avery Young with the ball, passes it cross court to Jaden Nazario. Nazario's three is no good. Rebound controlled by Januzzi. Januzzi weaving through the defense. Tried to find Isaiah Ray, never cut. He stopped right there. Turnover goes in favor of Brookside as Ben Montgomery gets the steal and the two. And then Jaden Nazario picks off the inbounds play. Back to Ben Montgomery. Turnaround jumper's no good. Here comes Open Door and Anthony Januzzi. Shalom Simpson's going to pick up his first foul. That's Brookside's fourth team foul.
Only.
Yeah, they've been playing pretty clean.
Yeah. And aggressively to be that clean.
Penny checks back in for Open Door.
There are some teams that come to a game with a mentality. Look, we're going to D you up, we're going to bang you, we're going to pound on you, we're going to beat you up, and we've got X number of guys, and we've got X number of guys times 5 fouls, and we're going to use them. These guys aren't going there right now.
Open Door now with the ball. Yes. Finds a cutting Anthony Januzzi as Julius Moon, and Januzzi's able to score. That's a 6-point of the night. 35-19 Brookside. Pat Sheehan's three-pointer is no good. Rebound controlled by Open Doors Januzzi. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this second quarter. Brandon Sharp checking Januzzi at the top of the key. Now Isaiah Ray has the ball. Back to Nate Otero. Otero swings to the left wing. That's Anthony Januzzi driving, pulling up, stops, pops, no good. Rebound controlled by Julius Moon, and he puts it back up for two. 35-21 Brookside. Brandon Sharp thought about taking it, gives it back to Avery Young for three. touched everything. Shooter's touch. It's good.
But that's the 3 ball you want him shooting. In rhythm, off the pass, let it fly.
Isaiah Ray gets the ball out ahead to R.J. Penny with 51 seconds left. Penny off the glass, no good. Januzzi battling with Sharp, controlled by Brookside. Young gets it out ahead to Nolan. He's pulling for 3, no good. Off of Brandon Sharp, out of bounds. It's going to be Open Door's ball.
Not sure that 3 ball was the one you wanted in that situation.
We know Nolan's knocked down 3 already.
Oh, yeah.
He is going to shoot from all over the place tonight. Wait till he starts hitting that volleyball line here, Don, in a second.
Well, he's a sophomore, so he's too young to have a parking space out in the parking lot, but I'm guessing he'd be shooting from out there, too.
38-21 in favor of Brookside. Open Door has the ball, and their defense is just applying too much pressure on Januzzi. Anthony throws it out of bounds.
Well, and here's the trick. So you know that Januzzi's getting trapped right near midcourt. So as a teammate, I've got to make myself available. Now, where is it that I can be available? Well, if he's in the middle of the court, I've got to be breaking off the wings high and hard, and that's what he was looking for. He just didn't get it.
24 seconds left to go as Avery gets it into Ada McLaughlin. It doesn't go, but he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Isaiah Ray. That's Isaiah's first. It's a team 7th. Aiden's at the line shooting 2. Our Farmers Insurance free throw line as Aiden misses the first attempt. Shalom Simpson checks into the ball game for Avery Young. 22 seconds remain in this ball game. Aiden's second shot is good. Aiden now with 4 points on the night. Jaden Nazario checks in for Wechter. 22 seconds left. Otero has the ball for Open Door. Being trapped by Simpson and Nazario. Here it comes. Otero's able to get it out ahead. They break the press, and R.J. Penny gets an easy basket.
Nice pass.
Brandon Sharp with 7 seconds left gets it up across. Shalom Simpson cutting. It's good. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that's how the half is going to end, as Shalom Simpson makes it 41-23 in favor of Brookside, as they have put up 21 in the first and 20 in the second. They are looking like a team on a mission. It's halftime. When we come back, it's our Murner Law halftime show. We win, you win, get paid. We'll go over our numbers, courtesy of our friend Al Januzzi, CPA. It's all about the numbers. And we'll be back for the second half tip-off here on WOBL and streaming on OhioSportsNet.tv.
Smitty's Place in Elyria is open for dine-in or carry-out every Monday through Saturday. Try their world-famous Smitty Burger with any of their happy hour or daily specials. Smitty's Place, where friends meet, a family tradition since 1934. Visit Smitty'sElyria.com.
Lake Screen Printing is Lorain County's largest and oldest union label printing company, offering the best quality of printing and embroidery solutions for apparel and promotional products. Open Monday through Friday and located at 1924 Broadway Avenue in Lorain. Place your next order today at lakescreenprinting.com.
Hoop Tech is changing the game of basketball by giving athletes the ability to train, track, and compete like never before. Low monthly payments make becoming a member as easy as a free throw. Schedule your practice session and become a member today at 440-499-7808 or visit hooptech.com. If you want to be a pro, you have to train like a pro. At Hoop Tech, located at 7717 Victory Lane in North Ridgeville. Hoop Tech, where basketball meets technology. A proud sponsor of Lorain County Basketball.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent, Deb Zerbini in Elyria, knows a thing or two about how to help you select the insurance you want so you can protect what matters most. Call Deb today at 440-822-3337 to learn more about auto, home, or life insurance rates.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck and Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
At Simon's, we have something for everyone. Rugged Jeeps, tough Rams, vehicles for the family, and a great selection of pre-owned. You can always depend on us for quality and never overpay. We're Simon's in Amherst, where customers send their friends.
This is Ben Norton, president of Buckeye Community Bank. I love to catch a good high school game on local radio. Buckeye Community Bank and myself are proud to support high school athletes in Lorain County. Good luck to all of tonight's student athletes and continued success throughout the season.
Smitty's Place in Elyria is open for dine-in or carry-out every Monday through Saturday. Try their world-famous Smitty Burger with any of their happy hour or daily specials. Smitty's Place, where friends meet, a family tradition since 1934. Visit Smitty'sIllyria.com.
The National Basketball Academy is a professional basketball training organization designed to develop aspiring basketball players. We offer year-round skill development for individuals or teams looking to take their game to the next level. Join TNBA Cleveland today at TNBAbasketball.com.
The Murner Law Firm in Wellington is a proud sponsor of all high school athletics and activities. The benefits of being involved in extracurricular activities at a young age and the adolescent years have been linked to great achievements in the classroom, building stronger social and leadership skills, plus gaining confidence to help guide them into a successful future. The Murner Law Firm wishes all student athletes great success both on and off the playing fields. I'm Brett Murner of the Murner Law Firm. We win, you win, get paid.
Back here at the Murner Law halftime show. We win, you win, get paid. We're live from the Bird Cage in Sheffield Lake at Brookside High School as the junior Cardinals are out there on the court having some fun. And we've had a fun first half of basketball as it's been fast and furious, 41-23 in favor of the Brookside Cardinals. There's a lot of storylines tied into this game. Avery Young chasing the 1,000 career point mark, and he's closing in on that one, as well as Nolan Wechter also closing in on our sponsor TNBA, Steve Vega's all-time leading three-pointer made in one season, as Nolan Wechter needed 24 coming into tonight. He has 3 so far, so still short by 21.
Got some work to do.
If Steve's listening, you're safe for a few more games.
A minute
Steve.
or two, yeah.
Dave Rivera, Don Vincent here on the call. You're listening on 107.7 FM, AM 1320, streaming worldwide on WOBLradio.com, and also on the video stream. You can find us at OhioSportsNet.tv. I want to thank our friends Duke and Kyle for stepping in for us with this game and seeing if we can bring the audio-visual stream to our fans.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun thus far. We're sweating a little bit early on. Duke and I were like, we had more adapters up on the count than I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, Q, you should have seen the wires on the desk. It was kind of messy.
But it all worked out, so we're good. Yep. And we've had an entertaining first half. Entertaining in the fact, Dave, that both of these squads have gotten up and down. That's one of the things. Typically I'm on the DLW side. Jim Baker's my partner, and he'll refer to it as Donnie ball. It's up and down. It's fast break basketball. It comes off of defensive pressure, to be sure, but in the end, it's trying to get up and down. The thing about it is that is second nature for Brookside. And while I think Open Door can do it, it's not their number one MO. They want to be in control. Not necessarily run patterns, they want to be in control of the tempo, and they just haven't been there today.
No, it's hasn't went very well offensively for Open Door, and we'll go through these numbers as Caleb Brooks has 1 point, Anthony Januzzi has 6, RJ Penny has 6, and Julius Moon leads the Patriots with 10. That's it. Just 4 guys have scored for Open Door, and that's not going to get it done. They've had quarters of 6 in the first and 17 in the second to give them 23 altogether. And then on the other side for Brookside, they've had way more contribution from, they've got 7 guys who've scored. Ben Montgomery with 2, Shalom Simpson with 2, Marcus Frazier with 10, Avery Young with 12, Nolan Wechter with 9, Aiden McLaughlin with 4, and Brandon Sharp with 2. They've had quarters of 21 and 20 to give them the lead at the half with 41. And Marcus Frazier with 10, Avery Young with 12 points, now just 13 away from 1,000 on his career.
Yeah, we may see that yet this afternoon or this evening.
Yeah, we'll come back We got 2.5 minutes to go here in the half. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll get you set for the second half tip-off here on our Slimans of Amherst Game of the Week. More basketball continues next on WOBL.
Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience with your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call Technical Sergeant Stephen McCraven at 440-225-9604.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and WOBL and WDLW Radio.
For over 40 years, the Abraham family has become a staple in the community and a dealership that people trust and believe in. Stop in the showroom and see them on the corner of Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Peace, love, and little donuts are the perfect size for any occasion. Feed your inner hippie with the groovy flavors the whole family can enjoy. Located in Avon at the corner of French Creek and Detroit, and online at peaceloveandlittledonuts.com.
For your complete eye care service, including exams for frames, contact lenses, and much more, visit Lang Optical in Elyria. Lang Optical has proudly been serving Lorain County and surrounding areas since 1979. See the difference? Visit langoptical.com.
Reeser Construction in Elyria is proud to be a part of our local community. Stop by and say hello to them at this year's Lorain County Fair, and don't forget their annual Building into the Future event on August 24th from 10 a.m. till noon. It's open to ages 3 to 10. For more information, check out reeserconstruction.com, and for your next home project, call Reeser Construction at 440-365-0015. Reeser Construction, where quality counts.
We're wrapping up the Murner Law halftime show, getting you ready for the third quarter here at Brookside High School. Avery Young needing just 13 points to get 1,000 for his career. And they lead right now 41-23 over Open Door. Patriots got to get something going offensively. They got to be able to slow down that pressure that Brookside's applying to them and just run their offense. But that trap on the wings is really causing a lot of pressure.
And it's the switching on the trap that really, if you're not used to, it's playground ball at some level, but it's disciplined playground ball. So you've got guys running at the ball all the time defensively for Brookside. You never know where the next guy's coming from, so you've got to really pay attention.
Open Door's going to go small here in this start of the third quarter as Caleb Brooks substituted out for Nate Otero. Doesn't take Wechter any time to get a shot up. It's no good, but Aiden McLaughlin cleans up the glass, and he's able to put it back for two. So it's 43-23 now. Out to a 20-point lead as Otero gets it up across half court. Now Julius Moon has it on the left wing against Pat Sheehan. Passes it to Aaron Petit. Petit gives it back up to the top of the key. That's R.J. Penny working against the smaller Wechter. Penny with the up and under. No good. Rebound controlled by Pat Sheehan. Here comes Brookside. Avery with the ball. Finds Wechter. Right corner. Three. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Aiden McLaughlin. It's going to go to the Patriots.
We talked about the numbers at halftime. The one number that I think, and actually team numbers for both squads really aren't that bad shooting-wise. The biggest difference was a 10 turnover difference. Open Door in the first half committed 13. Brookside just 3.
You got to take care of the ball if you're the Patriots. As now Nate Otero gets it out into Julius Moon's hand. Moon picks up his dribble, gives it to R.J. Penny, and you see that Brookside's trapping at the top of the key. As now the ball's moved to Nate Otero, being checked by the taller Pat Sheehan. R.J. Penny working against McLaughlin, takes him to the rack. Shot's no good. Petit gets the rebound, spin, and that's good. So Aaron Petit gets his first basket of the night.
And an offensive rebound. That matters.
Avery Young's jump stop jumper is no good. Rebound out ahead to R.J. Penny. As Anthony Januzzi unselfishly gives the ball to R.J. Penny. Basket's good, as well as he's fouled.
And Sheehan got whistled for the foul. His first team foul, 1 in the half. But we go to the free throw line right away.
RJ Penny's going to head to our Farmers Insurance free throw line for the and one.
And if you're open door right now, you have an opportunity to score. The clock ain't running. This is a good thing.
Penny,
got to finish.
no good, but Julius Moon gets the rebound. Moon finds Otero. Otero's going to measure a three, and he knocks it down. Nate Otero's first basket of the night.
2 offensive rebounds.
There you go.
2 second chance scores.
So something that Open Door wasn't getting in the first half, now slowly starting to happen here in this third quarter. Marcus Frazier gets the pass from Brandon Sharp. Frazier knocks down a three. He's got 13 on the night. Otero, the inbounder, having some trouble. Gets hit in, and luckily he got the ball back. And now up ahead to Januzzi for three. That's no good. Moon corrals the rebounds, going to power it up over Avery Young. No good, but Januzzi's there. His shot's no good. Moon again with the rebound, battling down low. He's going to put it up. Petit gets the rebound. Second opportunity points starting to rear their head here for the Patriots as the foul's going to go on Ben Montgomery. That's his second. It's the second team foul in this second half. And Aaron Petit goes to the line for 2 shots.
You just got to make these. I know that sounds really simple. I get it. Teams should be shooting at the high school level. Teams should be shooting about 70% from the charity stripe. Minimum.
Petit comes in averaging 10 points on the night, and now he's up to 3 all in this third quarter. And the next free throw attempt is short. Rebound controlled by Brookside and Brandon Sharp. Sharp finds a cutting Ben Montgomery. Montgomery's shot was altered by Otero. Rebound controlled by Open Door and Julius Moon. Moon pushing the tempo out ahead. No look pass to Januzzi. Januzzi's shot is no good. Moon gets the rebound. He's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. And this time it's going to be on.
They got Avery, didn't they? They get Young.
I believe they got Avery. Yep, Avery Young picks up his first foul of the night. It's the third team foul for Brookside, so they're getting in foul trouble. It's going to send Julius Moon to our Farmers Insurance free throw line for 2. Strong again.
As strong as this third quarter's been for Open Door, it's really, and it goes back, you made this point earlier, we've both been making the point. They've got 6 offensive rebounds in this quarter already. That's more than both teams had in the first half.
Right. As Isaiah Ray checks into the ball game for Open Door, Moon's going to attempt his second one. This time it's good. As Julius now has 11 points on the night. It's 46-32 in favor of Brookside. We're in the third quarter as Avery Young gives it up to Nazario, and Jaden knocks down his first 3 of the night. 49-32 Brookside. Januzzi with the ball for the Patriots. Gets it out ahead to RJ Penny. Finds a cutting Januzzi. Give and go. Executed perfectly.
I sense a timeout coming off the Brookside bench here if there's another easy score at the other end.
Avery. Ooh. Got his pass. Avery passed it to Montgomery. Montgomery back to Avery. And Januzzi stole it, and I think Avery poked him in the eye.
Yeah.
So Avery's going to pick up his second personal foul. And they're waiting to see if Anthony's okay.
And Avery was simply, reaching for the air.
Nothing dirty.
Pass,
nothing.
Right?
Yeah, nothing dirty at all. Januzzi cut in front when Avery didn't move, and just an inadvertent poke in the eye. Januzzi looks to be okay.
Still squinting a little bit, but I think he's all right.
49-34 now. Open Door gets the ball back after that foul from Avery. Here comes Open Door out ahead. RJ Penny takes the shot from the right side. It's no good. Shalom Simpson with the rebound. Here comes the Cardinals. Simpson's pass out ahead to Young is too far. And then Young tried to save it. It's knocked out of bounds by Otero. It's going to stay here with Brookside.
Again, this substitution brigade for Brookside is impressive. That rotation through is solid.
Inbounds goes to Nazario. Nazario kicks it on the wing to Frazier. Frazier shot's no good. Numbers in favor now of Open Door. Januzzi, smart play there. Gives it to RJ Penny down low. It's 49-36 now in favor of Brookside with 3 minutes and 57 seconds to go. Young being checked by Penny. He's got his pocket stolen. As here comes Nate Otero and Open Door. being pressured by Brookside. Going to get it out ahead to Penny. Penny back to Otero at the top of the key, and Simpson's going to pick up the foul on the ground. Shalom second. It's going to be the fifth team foul for Brookside.
That number's adding up really quickly. You still got 3 minutes.
Yeah, you're going to be shooting.
Yeah.
And we got a full timeout called by Larry Babbage. He does not look happy over there on the sidelines. Can't wait to tell you what he says when we come back. You're listening to High School Basketball on WOBL. Alan Januzzi, CPA, helps small nonprofit organizations and school booster clubs by getting tax-exempt status or annual filings with the IRS and Attorney General's office. Call 440-985-2550. Alan Januzzi, CPA, a proud sponsor of Lorain County Sports.
The Murner Law Firm in Wellington is a proud sponsor of all high school athletics and activities. The benefits of being involved in extracurricular activities at a young age and the adolescent years have been linked to great achievements in the classroom, building stronger social and leadership skills, plus gaining confidence to help guide them into a successful future. The Murner Law Firm wishes all student athletes great success both on and off the playing fields. I'm Brett Murner of the Murner Law Firm. We win, you win, get paid.
After the timeout from Brookside, I would imagine they wanted to talk about, not being sloppy and careless here and letting Hope and Door come back into this game.
Well, that's part of it, and it's not sloppy offensively; it's sloppy defensively. They're getting up a lot of looks and a lot of fouls.
Caleb Brooks checks back in for Open Door, gives it to Anthony Januzzi at the top of the key. Januzzi being guarded by Shalom. Shalom picks his pocket. Fast break layup. It's good for Shalom Simpson.
Well, you take a timeout, you get a pick and a easy run out. Good timeout.
Januzzi now with the ball as Simpson is guarding him again. Januzzi one-on-one, going to clear things out, take it to the lane, and banks it off the glass for two.
Januzzi's smart right there. Saw the defense shift over to follow his team to the right side of the offense. It opened up on the left. Go fight.
Avery Young's three-pointer is no good. Rebound controlled by Caleb Brooks and Open Door. Out ahead to Anthony Januzzi for three. No good. Controlled by Nazario. Nazario's foul. Let's see who they give it to. They give it to Caleb Brooks. I don't know if he was even close to the play.
Oh, boy.
Could have been mistaken identity there. It looked like it should have been on Otero.
He's kind of a unique-looking individual. I don't know how they're going to get together on this, and I think Coach Januzzi was saying the same thing. Yeah. The officials will get together on this. It's kind of hard to mistake him. He is a well, he's 6'6" for Pete's sakes. I mean, how do you?
So referee's going to confirm it is going to be on Caleb Brooks, which is indeed going to be his fourth foul now. It's going to force him to come out. And Aaron Petit's got to come in after Coach tried to have the referees reconvene, and Mike Cruz says, nope, it was Caleb Brooks.
We're good with it. Let's roll.
51-38 here in the third quarter. 2.5 minutes left to go. Brookside with the lead and the ball. Avery gets it cross court, pass to Jaden Nazario, rolls in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Isaiah Ray. Gives it up now to Januzzi, and Shalom Simpson gets the task of guarding him. And we've got a foul on Simpson. That's going to be his third. It's going to be the sixth team foul now for Brookside.
And that is a tough call on a defender, trying to maintain, it really was, trying to maintain space, and the offensive player wisely kept rolling into him. Now, that's going to tell you, if that's how this game's going to be called, offensively, I'm going to take note of that. I'm going to push, and I'm going to drop a shoulder, and I'm going to make contact.
Sharp checks in for Shalom Simpson, who sits down with his third foul. And now he's guarding Anthony Januzzi at the top of the key. Januzzi gives it up to Julius Moon. Moon, crossover, takes it to the paint, raises up for two. Don't look now, it's 11-point lead.
Yeah.
As Brandon Sharp now going to kick it out to Patrick Sheehan. Sheehan's floater, it's good. That's Pat's first basket of the night. 53-40 now. 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Rule of thumb is if you get it down below 10 or 10 and under, and in the fourth quarter, you're right there.
You're right where you want to be.
So R.J. Penny now has the ball working against Wechter, kicks it down low to Ray, and Ray dished it out to Petit. Petit's going to back up and shoot a three. Ray, nice job with the rebound. Nice look to Petit, and he couldn't handle it. But the rebounds are there offensively now for Open Door when they weren't there in that first half. As we've got 8 offensive rebounds just in this third quarter.
This quarter. That's impressive.
So we had a substitution. Nate Otero comes in for Petit.
The other part of this is, and the reason Open Door is kind of working their way back into this, we talked about the 13 turnovers in the first half, just 2 in this third quarter.
Avery now with the ball, kicks it to the wing to Marcus Frazier. Frazier now back up top to Avery Young, 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. Avery working the right side against R.J. Penny. He's cut off. Nolan from deep.
My!
That was from Sheffield Village. Misses everything. And rebound goes to Open Door. Januzzi pushing the tempo, being trapped, cutting Julius Moon. Brandon Sharp picked his pocket, and then Nate Otero is going to pick up the foul to slow down the fast break.
And given the fact that's only the second team foul, you're less than a minute, a run out would have extended that lead up to 15. It's actually not a terrible foul. Kind of far away from the basket, but, not terrible.
53-40 in favor of Brookside. They had the ball with 47 seconds left. And they're looking to see if they can maybe take the last shot. As the ball goes to the corner to Nolan Wechter. That's his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's got 12 points. Balloons this lead back to 16. It's 56-40 now with 28 seconds left to go in the third. Foul's going to be on Brandon Sharp. That's his second. That's the team's 7th, and we're shooting from here on out.
Yeah, you've got a full fourth quarter of free throws coming your way if you're Open Door. So, and you work. Now, you realize this is the deal, man. We can draw fouls against this squad, and the way we do it, and we talked about how close the Brookside's playing defense early on. Yeah, you got to make the freebies, though.
As Januzzi misses the free throw attempt and ball is knocked out, Marcus Frazier has it for Brookside. 17 seconds left. He gets called for a double dribble. And Don, you have the numbers on the free throws, but they have not been good tonight.
They are not good.
And I think if they would have been just okay, they could be even in this ball game.
They're shooting 50%. They were shooting 3 of 5 in the first half, 3 of 6 in the second half so thus far.
56-40 now in favor of Brookside. Open Door with the ball with 13 seconds left in this third quarter, trailing. Januzzi now has it, 9 seconds. He gets the double team out ahead to Ray. Ray finds a cutting Moon, and Moon is able to convert. Julius now with 15 points on the night. That's how this third quarter is going to end in favor of Brookside. 56-42 as we head down to the final 8 minutes of basketball here on our Simons of Amherst Game of the Week when we return.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers. From healthcare to manufacturing to technology, companies turn to LCCC to find the talent they need. Graduates land jobs they love. Our economy grows. Our region thrives. You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Always here, always ready. Enroll today.
At Simons, we have something for everyone. Rugged Jeeps, tough Rams, vehicles for the family, and a great selection of pre-owned. You can always depend on us for quality and never overpay. We're Simons and Amherst, where customers send their friends.
Back here at Brookside as we get ready for the fourth quarter, and both teams put some points up as Open Door had 19. Brookside ended up scoring 15 in that third quarter. Now
Open Door also had 15 rebounds, 8 of those on the offensive glass. I think and not all of them led to second chance points, but if they didn't, they led to free throws. Not that they're shooting free throws particularly well, but the scoring opportunities are there with the offensive rebounds.
Isaiah Ray now has the ball, finds a cutting Anthony Januzzi, and Januzzi throws it up. It's no good. Rebound controlled by Brookside. Out ahead to Wechter for 3, no good. Ben Montgomery tracks it down. Nice pass down low to Aiden McLaughlin. Aiden now with 6 points on the night. Or excuse me, with 8 points now on the night. As Brookside's out ahead now, 58-42. Open door with the ball. RJ Penny working against Nolan Wechter. Going to drive to the basket, off the bank, and it's good for RJ. Delay of game warning assessed to Open door.
So just don't touch the ball after it goes through the hoop. There's the message. That's all.
Caleb Brooks checks back in as Isaiah Ray is going to have a seat. It's 58-44 with 7 minutes to go here. See if Avery can score some points here in this fourth quarter as he's chasing the 1,000 career points in his career. Nolan Wechter, it's a long three-pointer, no good. Controlled by Brooks. Out ahead to Januzzi. Januzzi is waiting for somebody to run with him and had to wait for his teammates to catch back up. Oh, guess it helped because Nate Otero gets the layup and one. He's going to go to the line, see if he can convert. And foul's going to go on Brandon Sharp. That's Sharp's third. It's the 8th team foul. Otero's looking for point number 6 on the night.
This is his first trip to the free throw line.
Yep, as he heads there with 5 points, looking to make it 6. He does. So 58-47 in favor of Brookside in the fourth quarter. Avery with the ball, working against Januzzi. Gets it over to Montgomery. Nice entry pass from Montgomery to Shalom. Shalom finds a cutting Ada McLaughlin. Simpson able to feed him with a nice pass, and Ada McLaughlin scores again. So 60-47 in favor of Brookside. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. As Januzzi gets it out, Caleb Brooks. Brooks is going to pull for 3. It's his third one he's attempted, yet to hit one. Here comes Shalom Simpson. Out ahead, Simpson finds McLaughlin in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Moon.
Anybody doesn't shoot threes on this squad?
Julius out ahead to Januzzi. Too strong. RJ Penny and Ada McLaughlin battle it out. It's controlled by Brooks. His shot's no good. It's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to Brookside. Let's see if they talk.
Get together. They'll reverse it.
They're going to reverse it and say it's going to go to Open door. So 13-point lead.
And here's what I like about this, and you talked about the fact, I do a little bit of work for Oberlin College on this side. One of the things that really frustrated me this past weekend was that you'd have these officials conferences that would go on for 45, 50 seconds. These guys got together, said, okay, done. It took 3.5 seconds. I like it.
So here comes Open door. They keep possession after that turnover, or after it was knocked out of bounds by Brookside. It's 60-47 now. RJ Penny has the ball. Working against McLaughlin. Gives it to the right wing. That's Anthony Januzzi. Januzzi right back to Penny. Penny's going to shoot the 3, and Pat Sheehan got a piece of it. Here comes Shalom Simpson. Fast break. Left hand. No good. But he's fouled by Otero. He's going to go to the line for 2. That's Nate's third foul of the game. That's Open door's third personal. And Shalom Simpson's going to go to our Farmers Insurance free throw line for 2 shots.
It's his first trip to the free throw line tonight. It's actually Brookside's first free throws of the second half.
Shalom misses the shot. Second one coming here now for Simpson. It's good. The lefty makes him pay. Shalom's got 5. 61-47 now in favor of Brookside. Otero gets it in for Open door to Januzzi. Januzzi now being checked by Simpson. Across half court to Otero. And Otero back to Januzzi at the top of the key to get things set up. Januzzi's going to take it all by himself and missed it. Just not having a good night here tonight is Anthony Januzzi. And rebound is long out ahead to McLaughlin. That's a backbreaker. That's a 3-pointer from Aiden McLaughlin. And now Aiden's got 13 points on the night. Everybody's stepping up here for Brookside. 64-47. We're under 5 minutes to go in the game. Januzzi with the ball. Used a pick from Julius Moon. And now the ball stolen away. And then Julius gets it back. So Open door maintains possession. RJ Penny for 3 in the corner, knocks it down. 50-64. As Brookside has a 14-point lead. Avery with the ball. Finds Pat Sheehan for three. No good. Avery gets the long rebound. He's going to shoot a three. No good. Shalom Simpson gets the rebound now. Shalom spinning, shooting. Nice scoop as Shalom Simpson is able to get the basket. And we've got a timeout. A full timeout called by Coach Larry Babbix. We'll see you back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball on WOBL.
Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience with your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call Technical Sergeant Stephen McCraven at 440-225-9604.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and WOBL and WDLW Radio.
This is Ben Norton, president of Buckeye Community Bank. I love to catch a good high school game on local radio. Buckeye Community Bank and myself are proud to support high school athletes in Lorain County. Good luck to all of tonight's student athletes and continued success throughout the season.
Smitty's Place in Elyria is open for dine-in or carry-out every Monday through Saturday. Try their world-famous Smitty Burger with any of their happy hour or daily specials. Smitty's Place, where friends meet. A family tradition since 1934. Visit Smitty'sIllyria.com.
You're listening to high school basketball on your home for high school hoops, WOBL, Oberlin.
After the timeout from Brookside, it's Open Doors ball, trailing 66-50 with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Otero, the inbound man, as Brookside picks up the full court pressure, and now Januzzi is going to bring it up out ahead to RJ Penny. Penny gives it back to Januzzi for three at the top of the key. It's no good. Short rebound controlled by Marcus Frazier and Brookside. Avery Young pushes it up ahead to Ben Montgomery. Montgomery passes it back and gives it to Frazier. Frazier with the give and go back to Montgomery. His shot's no good. Shalom Simpson got the ball, tried to draw a foul. Instead, he gets called for traveling as he spun around about 3 times to get that foul.
It's kind of Matrix-ish.
But nonetheless, it doesn't work as open door has possession. Nate Otero throws it away though. Ben Montgomery picks it off. And now we got a timeout called by Coach Januzzi. He's going to take a full timeout, a little bit of gamesmanship. We'll take it with him. We'll see you back here in 60 seconds.
Hey, it's Brian Victor of Howard Hanna. Good luck to all the winter sports athletes this season.
Whether you're buying or selling, call Brian Victor with Howard Hanna, 440-728-7535. That's 728-7535.
Lake Screen Printing is Lorain County's largest and oldest union label printing company, offering the best quality of printing and embroidery solutions for apparel and promotional products. Open Monday through Friday and located at 1924 Broadway Avenue in Lorain. Place your next order today at lakescreenprinting.com.
Let the U.S. Air Force help. We offer comprehensive job training in over 140 specialties, and we'll help with education costs to finish your degree. Gain unmatched experience with your untapped potential with the Air Force. Call Technical Sergeant Stephen McCraven at 440-225-9604.
This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force and WOBL and WDLW Radio.
Welcome back here to Brookside High School as you're listening to WOBL's Slimans of Amherst Game of the Week. You can also watch it on YouTube at OhioSportsNet.tv. Teamed up with Kyle Goodwin and our good friend Duke to get some production on the video done. And so far, so good here in game number 1.
We're on.
As we got a few people watching it back home. As Julius Moon is tied up. And it's going to be a jump.
Oh, wow.
Ball.
No, it can't be a jump ball.
Nope. They give the foul to Marcus Frazier.
Yeah.
That's Marcus Frazier's second foul. And it's going to be Brookside's 9th. So Julius is going to the line for the 1-and-1. Our Farmers Insurance free throw line.
He's 3 of 4 thus far.
Too strong. Rebound controlled by Sheehan. Pat gives it up to Avery. And Avery now is going to bring it up across half court as Julius Moon picks up the foul. That's Julius' second, and it's the team's 4th.
And that was Avery just playing for the foul. I don't know if you see him push the ball out ahead, drew the contact, couldn't catch up with the ball. It's an easy one.
68-50 now as Brookside pulling away here in this fourth quarter. Montgomery gets it inbound to Avery Young, and Januzzi picks up the foul. That's Anthony's second. It is the 5th team foul for Open Door.
And part of this is, you know, Coach Januzzi said to his squad, okay, we've got to pick up some real quick fouls here. We only had 4 as of coming out of that timeout. So now we've got to get the fouls. Ooh, they're going to get a travel on Avery Young. Didn't expect that.
I think Avery was expecting the contact, and it said traveled.
And it was coming.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's turnover.
That's a nice tactic that Coach Januzzi is trying to use right now. Delay the game out and see what happens at the free throw line.
That's the only way you're going to climb back into this one is if the clock's not running.
So Januzzi now being checked by Shalom Simpson. He throws it up, and it's good for Anthony. That is his 12th point of the night. Marcus Frazier now gets it up ahead. Avery Young. Young is going to take it off the glass for 2. So that's Avery's first basket here in the second half. He's got 14 points. 70-52. Otero gives it up to Januzzi for 3. No good. Petit tried to corral it. It's knocked out of bounds by Brookside. It'll stay here with Open Door. 70-52 here at the Birdcage. Brookside leading this year's Lorain County 8 champion, at least a share of it. And they have one more game next week against Black River.
They're at Black River playing for the outright championship, right?
First time in 30 years Brookside has cut down the nets. They did that on Saturday. As Januzzi gets it out to Petit. 3-pointers no good. Shalom Simpson, he has the rebound, but it's stolen by Otero. Otero now gets it out ahead to Moon. Moon's floater is good. Julius Moon with 16 points to lead Open Door. As Marcus Frazier out ahead, working against Petit, and Frazier gets the basket. Marcus now with 15 on the night. He leads Brookside. Januzzi's shot wildly misses. Rebound controlled Montgomery. Avery out ahead to Simpson. Touchdown pass. Marcus Frazier. Nice unselfish play there.
You might have gotten a little extra step underneath. If you're watching at home, you might have seen that, but in the end, count the bucket. It was that pass that got it started too.
This lead now up to the biggest it's been, 20 points right now. RJ Penny dishes to Moon in the corner for 3. It's no good. Pat Sheehan almost traveled with it, gave it up to Frazier. And out ahead to Avery Young. As Petit's going to pick up the foul. It's going to be the 16th foul for Open Door. It's going to be Petit's first. As Nolan Rack checks in, Caleb Brooks checks in, and Isaiah Ray checks in for Open Door.
Well, the rebounding numbers in the third quarter favored Open Door. That's when they were able to climb back in. It's funny how the basics of the game, play out. In this fourth quarter, that rebounding advantage has gone right back to Brookside, and they've been able to extend.
Brookside with the lead now by 20, 74-54 with a minute and 30 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. As Nate Otero picks up his 4th foul, team 7th. It's going to send Avery to the line for 1 and 1.
Well, Avery's still 11 points away from that big number, unfortunately. With a minute 29 remaining, it may not happen tonight.
Unfortunately, it's probably going to happen on the road.
Yep, exactly.
Friday night at Black River.
But I would say this. You and I know the folks at Black River. And if he's able to score the 1,000th point, they may not stay at the game that moment, but probably quarter break, they'll recognize it.
Absolutely. As Avery Young closing in on history at the line for the 1 and 1. It's good. So Avery now has 15 points on the night.
And part of the hassle with a guy who's looking at 1,000 is everybody knows you're looking at 1,000, including the guys wearing the dark jerseys tonight.
So it was on their mind to stop him as the second free throw rolls out. No good. Hanan Otero now with the ball for Open Door. Gets it up to Rack. Rack working against Ben Montgomery. In the corner to Otero. Back to Brooks. Brooks cross-court pass to Nolan Rack. Rack's going to take it to the rack. Wow. And Nolan gets on the board for his first 2 points of the night.
First take of the ball game.
75-56 with a minute left to go here in the ball game in favor of Brookside. Avery Young's three-pointer is no good. Coach Babix is going to take a timeout. It's just a sub, so we'll stay here with him as he's going to send in Dom Lundberg, a 5'9" sophomore. He's going to get his first run of action tonight.
And here's what you do. If you're the coach that's ahead, you watch and see what the other coach does. Coach can usually put in a couple of the guys off the bench. Coach Babix says, okay, my turn, and throw some other guys out there.
So inbound is stolen by Open Door as Otero has it with 50 seconds left to go. 75-56, Brookside going to win this one here tonight as Isaiah Ray finds Otero. This is Hanan Otero, and he is able to score 75-58 with 35 seconds left to go.
My.
No way. That's Devin Radford, who just checked into the ball game and knocked out a three. He's a fan favorite here. Devin's first basket of the game.
He was almost sitting with the fans.
Nolan Rack's three-pointer's no good. Here comes the Cardinals as the JV team is in there. And that is Anthony Robinson. And they're going to pull it out and slow things down as Tyler Kurtzberger has the ball, and that's how this one's going to end in favor of the Cardinals. 78-58 over Open Door in our Slimans of Amherst game of the week. We'll head into our post-game show presented by Peace, Love, and Little Donuts. Feed your inner hippie, located in Avon. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach, we'll talk to a player, and we'll get you some stats, courtesy of our friend Al Januzzi, CPA. It's the Slimans of Amherst game of the week, next here on WOBL.
For over 40 years, the Abraham family has become a staple in the community and a dealership that people trust and believe in. Stop in the showroom and see them on the corner of Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Hoop Tech is changing the game of basketball by giving athletes the ability to train, track, and compete like never before. Low monthly payments make becoming a member as easy as a free throw. Schedule your practice session and become a member today at 440-499-7808 or visit hooptech.com. If you want to be a pro, you have to train like a pro. At Hoop Tech, located at 7717 Victory Lane in North Ridgeville. Hoop Tech, where basketball meets technology. A proud sponsor of Lorain County Basketball.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent, Deb Zerbini in Elyria, knows a thing or two about how to help you select the insurance you want so you can protect what matters most. Call Deb today at 440-822-3337 to learn more about auto, home, or life insurance rates.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Peace, Love, and Little Donuts are the perfect size for any occasion. Feed your inner hippie with the groovy flavors the whole family can enjoy. Located in Avon at the corner of French Creek in Detroit and online at peaceloveandlittledonuts.com.
Hey, it's Brian Victor of Howard Hanna. Good luck to all the winter sports athletes this season.
Whether you're buying or selling, call Brian Victor with Howard Hanna, 440-728-7535. That's 728-7535.
At Slimans, we have something for everyone. Rugged Jeeps, tough Rams, vehicles for the family, and a great selection of pre-owned. You can always depend on us for quality and never overpay. We're Slimans in Amherst, where customers send their friends.
Bathing, brushing, and nail clipping are typical chores for the well-groomed pet, but paying attention to the entire body is the best way to prevent health problems. Inspect your pet's ears, eyes, mouth, and skin on a regular basis. And if something doesn't look right, call your veterinarian. Detecting something early will help keep your pets healthy, happy members of your family. And to keep your pets looking their absolute best, call Alpha Dog Pet Center in Amherst at 984-3152. Alpha Dog Pet Center will pamper your pets as much as you do.
For the best service and products for your best furry friends, Alpha Dog Pet Center to the rescue.
For your complete eye care service, including exams for frames, contact lenses, and much more, visit Lang Optical in Elyria. Lang Optical has proudly been serving Lorain County and surrounding areas since 1979. See the difference? Visit langoptical.com.
The Murner Law Firm in Wellington is a proud sponsor of all high school athletics and activities. The benefits of being involved in extracurricular activities at a young age and the adolescent years have been linked to great achievements in the classroom, building stronger social and leadership skills, plus gaining confidence to help guide them into a successful future. The Murner Law Firm wishes all student athletes great success both on and off the playing fields. I'm Brett Murner of the Murner Law Firm. We win, you win, get paid.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers. From healthcare to manufacturing to technology, companies turn to LCCC to find the talent they need. Graduates land jobs they love. Our economy grows. Our region thrives. You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Always here, always ready. Enroll today.
HoopTech is changing the game of basketball by giving athletes the ability to train, track, and compete like never before. Low monthly payments make becoming a member as easy as a free throw. Schedule your practice session and become a member today at 440-499-7808 or visit hooptech.com. If you want to be a pro, you have to train like a pro. At HoopTech, located at 7717 Victory Lane in North Ridgeville. HoopTech, where basketball meets technology. A proud sponsor of Lorain County Basketball.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent, Deb Zerbini in Elyria, knows a thing or two about how to help you select the insurance you want so you can protect what matters most. Call Deb today at 440-822-3337 to learn more about auto, home, or life insurance rates.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
For over 40 years, the Abraham family has become a staple in the community and a dealership that people trust and believe in. Stop in the showroom and see them on the corner of Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria.
At Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, we make it that easy. Stop in or shop us at buyabraham.com.
Welcome into our Peace, Love, and Little Donuts post-game show. Feed your inner hippie as we wrap things up here from the Birdcage. Brookside wins by a score of 78-58. They improve to 13-8 on the year. They maintain at least a share of the Lorain County 8 Conference Championship, the first time in over 30 years. We're going to talk to the head coach of the Brookside Cardinals, Coach Larry Babbix. Coach Babbix, thanks for giving us some time tonight. A great game. You guys got off to a really fast start, and I think that's what fueled the team, to this victory.
Yeah, I mean, our first half was real good. I mean, just, if you nitpick, I guess we could have made a few more shots, but defense, we were pretty locked in. Second half, I just thought they outworked us. They just kicked our butts on the boards. I think we got a little flat at halftime, and we try to tell them the way we play, you're in a – it don't matter. We can give a leads away so quick for how quick we get shots up, and they know this by now. And Open Door did a good job cutting into that lead. Especially in the third quarter and even early into that fourth quarter, and then we kind of finally pushed it back out. But, it's a process. It's a win. I'm not complaining about a win, but the effort on the boards in the second half was not good on either end.
The defensive intensity, though, that you guys were trapping in that first half really caused Open Door a lot of issues. They had tons of turnovers there to get things started. Was that something that you've seen heading into this game that you wanted to apply? Or
not really. Just it's kind of how we play. And, Januzzi's a heck of a little point guard, and those guys are big and strong, and they throw over traps, but they seem to have, they seem to struggle a little bit, like you said, in the first half with it. And it's what we do, because we're not good enough to stop people, to quite honestly. We can't get into half-court games and try to stop. Brooks is huge, 30. The shooting, we have to take 11 away. He's a heck of a scorer, so it really spreads you out. And then, they broke us down quite a bit. Awesome drives. The strong hand drives are what, we try to eliminate and give Open Door credit. They got a lot of them on us tonight.
You had a total team effort tonight. You had 10 guys into the scoring column, and two guys that stuck out to me, Aiden McLaughlin, had a big night tonight, especially in that third quarter. I thought kind of put you over the hump. And then our Hoop Tech player of the game is going to be Marcus Frazier, who had 17 tonight, Coach. Talk about those two guys.
Yeah, I mean, Aiden's kind of our do-it-all kid. I mean, he can score when he needs to, but we really rely on him on defense, boxing out, being our smart guy, knowing to talk through for us for defense. And again, he can shoot the ball. He can do many things. He's only a junior, but he started last year as a sophomore. Really headsy kid, and Marcus has just been playing outstanding the last month or so of the season. I mean, I think he's just got tremendous confidence right now. And what's held Marcus back the last year and a half is honestly him. I mean, he's just not a very confident kid. Now we're starting to see his, the hard work pay off, scoring, playing. He's one of our best defenders, and he's so quick, attacking the rim. So we're really glad to see Marcus's, personal success.
And then, touching back over the first conference championship in over 30 years, and you guys got to take care of business again on Friday against Black River. But just tell us a little about how happy the community is in the school district here at Sheffield Lake.
Yeah, I mean, they're extremely happy. I think we're trying to get a student bus going out to Black River. We talked, we don't want to share anything, it's just that you guys are going to get hearing this for the next week, but don't share your girlfriends, don't share your bank accounts, so don't share the conference. So that's the message to them. You got to try to get into teenage minds. I don't know how to do it, but I'm thinking they wouldn't really want to share either one of those things. So if that's what makes them work a little harder and focus, heck, then we'll take it.
Coach, congratulations on the victory, and good luck Friday against Black River.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys for all coming out tonight. We really appreciate the coverage.
Not a problem. Head coach Larry Babbitt's joining us in our post-game show, provided by Peace, Love, and Little Donuts. Feed your inner hippie. As
David, that's the best quote I think I've heard in like years. I don't know where Coach Babbitt is coming from with that, but I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, tell you what, while we're waiting for our next interview, let me throw some stats at you real quick, and we can kind of take a look around the gym for just a little bit, but while we're waiting on that second interview, our final stats brought to you by Alan Januzzi, CPA, because it is all about the numbers, and Alan had his team on the court today. A bit of a rough night overall, 22 of 39 inside the arc, 56% there, 2 of 16 outside. That was really where they struggled. Overall, not a terrible night shooting, 43% on 24 of 55, 7 of 13 from the charity stripe. If you're ready to go right ahead, man.
Oh, we're always ready to go here, Don, as we have our Hoop Tech player of the game, that being none other than Marcus Frazier. Marcus, you had 17 points tonight. Is that a career high?
Yep, for me that is a career high.
And Coach talked about you gaining confidence lately going into the season, man. How has that been for you?
Man, it feels real good to be able to play at full 100% and get our team some W's.
Here's a funny story. I drive by where you're at, where you live, and I see you shooting hoops nonstop, constantly. Coach Babbitt said your hard work is finally starting to pay off. Is it getting easier for you?
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit easier here, running up and down the court, getting free buckets.
And then you guys had 10 different players score tonight.
Yep.
How easy is it, man, when everybody's contributing and everybody's getting in on this win?
Man, it feels good, man. I know we have a bunch of role players. We can go real deep, even if someone's struggling, we can have some more players get us some more buckets.
Defensively, man, you guys turned up the intensity. It caused a lot of turnovers. It gave you guys that big lead. How did you feel playing all that defense?
Man, that's what we're known for here at Brookside. We get other teams running and get their tempo, and we can get some turnovers and quick buckets.
Avery didn't have him, as big of a night as we wanted. He was trying to hit that 25-point mark to get 1,000. But just talk about, he was able to get you guys open because everybody was converting on him there in that second quarter. Were the looks starting to come a little bit easier?
Yeah, especially with Avery. He's such a good point guard. He's able to get you the ball and get you open shots here and there. But yeah, his vision is crazy, so we'll be able to get open shots.
How do you feel about winning the conference championship last year?
Oh man, it was crazy. It felt so good, so good.
So you guys cut down the nets against Wellington. Yep. You still have business to take care of on Friday.
Yep.
What's the mind state? You guys don't want to share that conference titles, what Coach said.
We got to lock in. We got to lock in and get some good practices over the week. man, we got to lock in and beat Black River.
What's the future hold for you? You looking to play at the next level?
Yeah, I'm looking to play at LC. I got a scholarship there. I'm looking to play there for 2 years.
Awesome. So we'll be sure that Coach Marty Eggleston is the boys coach. I'm sure you're familiar with him. We'll see if we could talk to him about you. But going forward, you guys got the tournament run coming up. How excited are you to get into tournament time?
Oh, we're excited, but we always got to stay locked in. Keystone's a real good team. We played them twice, and they're both good games. So we know we got to lock in for Keystone.
Marcus, congratulations. You had 17 points tonight. That's a game high. You led everybody. You're our Hoop Tech player of the game. Make sure you hold up the shirt for Kyle here for OhioSportsNet.tv, and as well as Ed Vereen. We'll take a picture with you, and we'll get it posted on social media. Thank you. Congratulations. Great game tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
That's Marcus Frazier, our Hoop Tech player of the game, as he is going to hold up his shirt for OhioSportsNet.tv, is where you can watch the stream live here from our Slimans of Amherst game of the week. Don, any more numbers you want to add in?
Yeah, I'll throw a couple more at you. We'll wrap up the Brookside scoring, 22 of 28, 78% from inside the arc, 10 of 34 from outside, 32 of 62 overall. That's 52% from the floor. That's a number that Coach Babbix will take, even though he thinks they didn't shoot quite as well. 6 of 12 from the charity stripe, 50% there. Rebounds really favored Open Door. It was on the strength of that 15-rebound third quarter. They won that battle 33-33, but they lost the turnover battle, and that was the biggest part of the ball game. 17-9, 17 turnovers for Open Door, 9 turnovers for Brookside in the ball game. So those are your final stats, again presented by Alan Januzzi CPA, because it is all about the numbers. You saw our Hoop Tech player of the game. Congratulations to young Mr. Marcus Frazier. Hoop Tech, where basketball meets technology, and a big shout out to Lake Screen Printing, Lorain County's oldest and largest union label screen print company, for taking care of the shirts and providing those for us all season long. So David, I think we can wrap this one up, buddy.
Yeah, I think we can wrap this one up and tell everybody to tune in on Friday as we have our last regular season game of the year. It's going to be Firelands traveling to Keystone on WOBL. And Don, you've got a good one on WDLW.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. Elyria is going to be at Midview. SWC action. That Elyria squad at the end of the season has really kind of come on. Midview is no joke, especially with that zone defense that everyone loves to hate.
Want to thank the athletic director here, Chris Atkins, as well as Coach Larry Babkitz, everybody here at the Brookside High School. Want to thank David Q back at the studio. We had a great partnership and team up tonight with OhioSportsNet, and bringing you the video and the audio is something we've been wanting to do, and hopefully we can keep that going for you. Edwin Vereen, he's doing all the social media stuff right now, interviewing Coach Larry Babbix, and want to say thank you to Kyle Goodwin as well as Duke, who were able to help us on the video side of the stream. So for everybody listening and for everybody watching, good night from Brookside High School.